Hello, everyone. Happy Thursday. Stay straight. Okay, guys, happy Thursday. We are live. We are diving in tonight, and I want to talk to you guys about trapped gas. I hear a lot about bloating. Many of you guys are experiencing a lot of bloating, but a lot of you also get this trapped gas sensation that goes along with the bloat. For those that get trapped gas, you know what I'm talking about, right? It's that pressure. You can almost feel like an air bubble traveling throughout your intestines, especially like right underneath the rib cage, underneath that upper belly under the rib cage. You can feel that trapped gas, and it kind of feels like there's a balloon inside your intestines, like your intestines are being blown up like a balloon. And this trapped gas feeling not only makes you feel fat, let's call it like it is, you're feeling really full. You don't feel like you have any more room to eat, like put any more food in there. There is no room because this trapped gas has you feeling so full and bloated. Now, it can also be really painful. And for some people, they don't feel like they're bloated. They feel like they've got air bubbles in there, but they're not feeling really full. So it affects everyone differently. But this trapped gas, often you'll feel it moving around. I've even had people say to me, Alyssa, I feel like I have this air bubble that's traveling from the left to the right and hanging out in the center, and I can lay on my back and really, I can feel it. It feels like there's something in there. And for others, you'll hear like gurgling sensations, or it feels like there's bubbles kind of floating around in there. This trapped gas sensation is very, very different than bloating that you just experience after eating. You see, trapped gas is typically bacteria related, right? And so there's a lot of people, they try things like Beano or Gas X, trying to get rid of this trapped gas. But we have to understand, why do you have trapped gas inside your stomach? So before I show you guys the trick to relieve this trapped gas, I need you to understand what's causing the trapped gas in the first place. Otherwise, you're going to be stuck managing it the rest of your life. And I know you don't want that. That's why you're hanging out with me, because you want me to help you kick it. So that's what I'm going to show you. So here's the thing. Trapped gas is bacteria related. It's bacteria. It's not food, not food. And so many of you guys, I see you guys, you're taking out the foods. You're like, I'm pretty sure it was the broccoli. I'm going to blame the broccoli. And then you take out the broccoli. And the next day you eat cauliflower. And you're like, shit, cauliflower's doing it too. And so you take out cauliflower. And then, holy smokes, you're eating brown rice one day, and that does it too. And here's what's happening. You're running out of foods to eat, because you can't figure out what food's causing the problem. You're quite sure all of the foods are causing the problem. It's not the food, it's the bacteria. So the number one type of bacteria that can cause trapped gas is SIBO. Now, you may or may not have heard of SIBO. It stands for small intestinal bacterial overgrowth. And interestingly, up to 80% of people who have gut issues like IBS actually have SIBO. And so the thing about SIBO, these bad little buggers hang out inside your small intestine. Now, your small intestine it hangs out right underneath this rib cage and all the way down around your belly. It's all in this area, okay? So your small intestine, when bacteria start to overpopulate in there, that's what SIBO is. And the thing about SIBO is they give off two different types of gases, methane and hydrogen. So there are two different types of SIBO. There's also something called hydrogen sulfide SIBO. That's a different animal for another day, all right? But here's the thing. These bacteria, when they're giving off these gases, because your small intestine is kind of in the center of your GI tract, think of this, the center of your gut between your mouth and your bum, when they're giving off that gas, it's trapped there. It's really tough to pass it because it's stuck in the small intestine. So when you get this type of gas buildup, it literally sometimes blows up your intestines like a balloon. And for some people in severe cases of SIBO, it makes them look like they're pregnant. Now, if you are one of the people who feels like they're getting this like pregnant bloat, know that that is not food. It's not that you need a probiotic. You've got some sort of bacterial issue going on and you need to be tested, okay? So I'm going to show you guys the #1 trick that I show my clients who have trapped gas and bloating, how they can relieve it. And also you need to understand that you're going to need to figure out what type of bacteria is going on and how bad is it, so that we can get inside and do some work inside your gut as well. So I want to show you guys this really cool ball called the Coregeous ball. And the Coregeous ball is this awesome squishy ball. It has quite a bit of give to it, and you can pull out the stem and inflate it, deflate it as much as needed, so that you can pick the pressure that you want, because we're going to roll on this, okay? Now, if you've got trapped gas in your stomach and you've got really bad bloating, this might hurt to do on the floor, and so I'm going to suggest that you do this up against a wall. But the Coregeous ball is especially special. That's a good word, is particularly special because it is, oh my goodness, Alyssa, who else is feeling like, holy shit, it's almost Friday, can it be Friday? Because I can barely spit out a sentence. So the cool part about the Coregeous ball is that you can adjust how much it's inflated or deflated, and that's going to allow you to control the pressure that you're feeling in the intestines. That's important. Now, I know before you guys are going to ask me, where did you get the ball? I've put the link to their website in the comments above. You can click on there. Now, when you go to their site, you might have a hard time finding it. Click on the shop tab, and I think it's under like medicine balls or something. You'll see it. It's the top tab there, and you'll be able to click on there, and they have different colors. You're going to need this Coregeous ball because it can take the weight of your body, and again, you can adjust how inflated or deflated it is. So if you've got pressure, if you've got pain, do this up against a wall. If you are able to do a little bit more advanced, you're going to lie on the floor and do this. So I'm going to show you guys what this looks like. We're literally going to roll out the intestines so that you can roll out that trapped gas. Remember, you have motility issues, right? Either too fast or too slow. And so the purpose of this self-massage is to help to move that gas out. We're gonna massage it out because your body is struggling to do that on its own. Make sense? So here's the thing. The camera is going to be backwards. I'm not an idiot. I know my left and my rights. There's always one person on YouTube that comments on my left and rights. But here's the thing. When we're doing this, the camera will be flipped. This is my right side. This is my left side, okay? I know it's flipped for you. So on your right side is your ascending colon, and then you have your transverse colon, and then your descending colon, okay? So small intestines hang out in the middle. Now, we're going to first roll through the intestines. This can help with motility issues, any sort of muscle tension. You're going to roll this out. So up against a wall or on the floor, you're going to slowly go through 3 sections here, 3 sections here, and 3 sections here. So up the ascending colon, across the ascending colon, down the descending colon. Okay, so you start here, up against a wall or on the floor. You're going to lay here and put pressure on that one spot, that first spot. Deep breaths, allow your body to completely relax over, and then you move to the next spot, and then the next one, and then the next one. And as you're moving over, you're releasing all of the pressure and you're rolling it out of the intestines. Take about 5 to 10 breaths in each of these spots as you're leaning up against the wall, or again, putting your whole weight over top of the ball and allowing that intestine to completely relax. So, Coregeous ball, make sure you guys get one. This is going to be such a game changer. What you're going to find is you're going to be farting. It's going to help you to pass this gas. Don't worry, it's not going to make you fart all through the day. It's going to help you release while you're doing this exercise. Okay, so massaging out in the order of the intestines, okay? And I want you to remember, think about this. If you are carrying a lot of tension in your body, that like, oh, you're uptight, you're constantly worried, you're wondering about what foods to eat, how to make your bowels cooperate, that whole spinning scenario. If that energy is happening for you right now, you have to remember that it doesn't just affect your mind. If you have a busy mind, if you are anxious, you're a stressor, that energy doesn't just affect your mind. That tension is being held in the body. And the tension doesn't just affect your shoulders or your arms or anything, it affects your bowels. Your rectum will be tight. Yes, even if you have diarrhea. And so getting something like this so that you can properly roll out the intestines and allow those muscles to fully relax is going to be so critical, as not just for relieving trapped gas, but helping to release some of that tension and anxious energy that you've got going on and that's being cooped up inside your colon and in your intestines. All right, so this is one of the best things that you can do self-care wise. At night, I like to roll out before bed, then you get a really good night's sleep. All right, so let me know if you guys have questions. Check out the Gorgeous Ball. Inflate, deflate as needed, up against the wall, on the floor, whatever works for you. But get rolling out your intestines so that you can release the trapped gas so that it doesn't make you feel so bloated and fat. Sound good? All right, guys, we'll see you next week. Bye.